Hi guys, this is quick start on how it happened, and today what I will be showing you is how to write a chapter 2, a literature review aspect of your project using Google Scholar, ChatGPT, and let's say MS Word. And what I'm showing you today is more or less like a very smart way to do it. So let me just do this to make the entire work more easier. So that's the way I want to do. Now, the first thing you need to know is to understand the structure of every chapter 2. Every chapter 2 has a major structure. Number one, the part where you have the introduction to your chapter. Second part, the theoretical framework, which is the theory behind your work. The third part is the empirical review, that is review of the past studies. And the fourth one is the conceptual review of terms, then the summary of literatures. That's where you do your gap in literature and you move to what you want to do. So what I will do now is that you open your Word file. I'll be using 3 apps, like I said in my presentation here. I'll be using Google Scholar, ChatGPT, and the MS Word. I want you to just follow me quite. I'll be a little bit very fast because the video will have 2 sections. The first one I'm doing here is the lazy man approach. You don't want to stress yourself while doing your project. You just want to have the entire structure. So we'll copy this. This is the lazy man approach for this. And why I call it lazy man approach is because I'll be doing a second video that in case you want to do a kind of a deep work, you understand, and you want to put, even though it's not that other approach to, you want to just put a little bit of stress, a little bit of energy into it while you're working. So that now that you have this structure, introduction to your chapter, theoretical framework, empirical study, conceptual review, and literature review. So for instance, I got a message from a friend, and the question, according to the friend, was that the project topic is this. Now look at this. What I will do is that I'll open a tab, Google Scholar. Google Scholar is not the only library that you have. There are PubMed, there are Senate, there are many other libraries, but I will use Google Scholar for the purpose of this. So for instance, this is the topic that I want to look at. Implications of teachers, don't mind my spelling, assessment method for mathematics students. So this is case study of secondary schools in let's say Oyo East local government, so Nigeria. Let's just do this. So when you want to do this, I would suggest that when you have this kind of topic, don't just put it directly like that. So let me put the topic here. Break the topic, that is, copy from year to year, so that you can have a global case study. If you just jump into secondary school state, your work might not include other case studies that are generally mathematics. So in this case, I put here, I say, okay, implication of teachers, look at it, of teachers assessment. Like I said, this first video is a lazy man approach. I'll be doing another video which you'll watch on more in-depth approach. So look at it now. The entire topic, I only copied this. So when you click this, Google Scholar will list references that are available for you. I would advise to also open another Word file that you call reference. I will do a special video on reference because there are different referencing style. So what you do is just you come to this side button here. Once you check the topic and you see that it's somehow okay to what you are doing, if you are using APA, American Psychological Association, you copy it here and you bring it here. You understand? So you start arranging your references like that. So I will suggest maybe you just put at least 10, for instance. So let me come here, and while you are doing this actually a hard way, like I said, of doing reference. I will teach you referencing properly. But while you are doing it, ensure that you are arranging it alphabetically to avoid disturbance data. Look at it now. Let me pick 3 for the purpose of this video, so you can pick 10. Now once you have done this, now I told you that you should copy just a little part. Now let's go back to it. Now let's add secondary school now, so that it will give us a more refined study. Secondary school. So I'm putting secondary school here. Secondary school, you see now. So that means it's more elongated. So I search that. In this case, it brings other work that are more refined to secondary school. So you start doing the same thing. You copy. Yes. So please ensure that to make your work much more easier, which were to be works that are in other countries. Now, there are 2 things that must be in your work. Number 1 is that your work, all the reference you must be putting must be at least 10 years to the current year that you are. Around 10 years. So if it's more than 10 years, it will not really allowed like that. Then number 2, the total number of reference, although they don't do that much in Nigeria, total number of reference that you must have in your entire work must be related to the total number of words. In Nigeria, we don't do our project based on number of words, but outside the country, you notice that there is a specific number of words for every project. You can say 15,000 words, 20,000 words. So if it's 15,000 words, you are expected to have at least a reference that is at least 10% of the entire word. So which will be around 150 references. So you can copy as much. I'm just making it very short. Now, after that, I can now add Nigeria now. I can add Oyo State, Oyo is Nigeria. So I'm putting it so that all the references I will be getting, this is the first thing you need to do before you even start doing anything. You have to get the references. So you see now, it's narrowing it to Nigeria now. So don't forget to make your work easier, arrange it orderly. All I'm just doing is that once I get to any work, I click on site, I click on AP, and I right click, then I do copy. So just a simple way to make your work more faster. So I will soon leave you now, but please, if you're doing your work, ensure you copy enough references. Copy enough references so that your work can be rich, right? Can be rich enough. You understand? So we do this. Let's just pick one more. Then I will leave here. So you can give yourself that, okay, for every such instance that you have, you want to do at least 10 reference, at least. So you copy 10, 10, 10. Those 3 ways. So now that you have gotten your reference, I told you we are using a lazy man approach to write the project. So you come back here to your ChatGPT, open your ChatGPT. Now don't forget that I said in this work there is a structure, Abi. So look at it now. Introduction to the chapter, theoretical framework. So now this is the prompt. There are many prompts that I can, there are many prompts that I can give you. So now look at it. You should keep this prompt in mind when you are doing it, because the better the prompt, the more easier your work. So now you say write a chapter 2 for my project. Then you can say using this structure. So now